So I've been in kind of a pick an actor, watch everything they've made or that I haven't seen mood. And for some reason, my heart told me Paul Newman. So I'd never seen HUD. Now, I don't hate Westerns. There are a few I really like, but usually it's not my thing. And so I went into this thinking it would be very different than what it was, and especially since it was made in 1963. I was kind of expecting to be bored by it, but I was not bored by it. I actually liked it a lot. Paul Newman just, like, chews the scenery like you would expect that he does, and is charming and cute and an asshole, really. But I love the way the movie doesn't make excuses for him. Like, he's aware, and the director was aware that he's a villain and ultimately an asshole. I think that's what's so different about it is, you know, you're used to that in a Western, right? Like, John Wayne is an asshole and just he doesn't know he's an asshole, but we now, looking back, know that. But this movie, for the time, to be like, no, actually, he's a bad person, and you're not supposed to be, oh, were you rooting for him? Oops, that's your bad. You weren't supposed to be doing that. The problem is, hear me out, the line deliveries from Paul, feels weird calling him Paul, he's so fucking charming and handsome that sometimes you forget that he's a sociopath, and you just kind of want to excuse all of those things yourself. Maybe that's just me, but it's almost, I almost just think that this beautiful man couldn't, like Paul Newman, just can't play that evil kind of guy. And then, of course, Patricia Neal as Alma. Holy shit, does she give it back to him and not take any of his shit. And, of course, that just makes him want her more, because it's like the one woman he can't have, so he must have her. And that's really where the movie takes a turn, is later in the movie. Spoilers, obviously. He basically attempts to rape her, and it's pretty much a sexual assault. I mean, it is a sexual assault. But the grandson character comes in and stops it. But it's just like, yeah, you're like, oh, okay, so he really is not a good person. It's not just a front, pretend, to hide his soft inner core. He's a bad person. Some of the animal stuff went too far. Like, I know the purpose that it served and the meaning it has in the framing of the movie. But, I was trying to look it up, and I guess, like, most of no animals were harmed or killed or anything, but there's moments where animals are definitely in distress, and I don't even think that would fly right now. Like, they would just have a CG cow or something. But yeah, if you're, like, really sensitive to that stuff, definitely just skip this movie. And then when he says hot lines like this.
You're a dangerous woman to have around.
I'm a good poker player.
You're a good housekeeper. You're a good cook. You're a good laundress. What else you good at?
Holy shit. It's beautiful, too, and the sound design, like the wind, and you just feel like you're there in Texas. And, like, there's so many, like, beautiful long shots that just put you right there. Like, it makes me want to go ride a horse, even though I haven't ridden a horse in a long time, so that's weird.